Why do affirmations often feel like lying to ourselves? Are they actually working, or is everyone just pretending? Affirmations are everywhere in the self-help world, and it seems like everyone is using them. You've probably tried them too, but somehow they don't feel real, like they're actually not working. I've got you because I've been there too. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your affirmations are not working right now and how you can create affirmations that are so powerful and believable that they're actually going to change your mindset and your life. If you're new here, hi, my name is Elisa. I'm a life coach. I'm very passionate about everything personal development related. And my mission is to empower you to become the most authentic, confident, and powerful version of yourself so you can live and create the life that you actually desire. This channel is not about quick fixes, but about deep, long-lasting transformation. But what are affirmations actually? Affirmations are short, positive statements that you intentionally repeat to yourself to reinforce empowering beliefs, shift your mindset, and influence your thoughts, emotions, and actions so you can create a new reality. But why do they sometimes not work or feel fake? The answer is quite simple. Because they are too far from your current reality. And therefore, they feel like lying to yourself. Imagine someone saying, "I love you," without ever proving it to you. Would you believe them? Probably not. And the same goes for affirmations. If you just say, "I love you" to yourself, although you've never proven it to you, of course you're not going to believe it. Your subconscious is that part of your mind that stores memories, beliefs, and habits you're not actively thinking about, but it still shapes your decisions, emotions, and reactions every single day. It is your mental autopilot, and it has a lot of functions. One of them is to hold deeply ingrained beliefs, limiting ones and empowering ones. Your subconscious makes up around 95% of your mind's activity. That is really a lot. So if your subconscious feels like the gap between who you are right now and who you want to be is too big, it will resist and push back. Think of your conscious mind as a small boat that is ready to speed forward toward your dreams. But it is tied to a huge submarine, your subconscious, that is not moving at all. The little boat won't move until the submarine does too. So the question becomes, how do we get it to move? By changing your beliefs, or at least the perspective that you have on them. That leads us to the point on how to make affirmations work for you. If you want affirmations to work for you, you need to make them believable, so your subconscious mind feels safe enough to accept them. The first way to make them believable is to make them realistic. There must be at least a little part of you that believes them. So instead of saying, "I love you" to yourself when you don't, maybe try saying, "I'm learning to love myself." Or "I love myself a little bit more every day." The second way is to tap into your future self. You don't need to believe that the affirmation is true 100% now. You can connect to the version of you that already believes it, to your higher self, to your future self, however you want to call it. They already believe that that affirmation, that new belief is true. They feel it, they embody it, they live it. Imagine you were your future self right now. So when you say that affirmation, you're tapping into the energy of your future self and not of your current self. That takes a bit of practice, but is totally worth it. So it might not work the first time, but just keep practicing it and it will work. The third way is to reframe your past. Your mind might still want to prove you that this new belief, this positive affirmation, is not real, by saying that there is no evidence in the past that this has happened. So I want you to look at your past and search for evidence that supports this new belief that you want to implement. You might think, "I don't love myself and I've never shown myself love." Then remember the times you left a toxic friendship, or you took care of your health, or even clicking on this video was an act of self-love. So when and how should you use affirmation that they work best for you? The first thing is to link them to a habit. So let's say when you're brushing your teeth, you're saying your affirmations in your mind, or before brushing your teeth, you say them out loud. You can say them in the mirror or also sitting down in a meditative state, or you can also just play them in the background. Your subconscious will pick up on them, although the more you connect to the feeling behind the words, the more effectively they are. And I really want you to remember this. When saying affirmations, the more you feel the affirmation, the faster they will integrate in your system. So no matter how many affirmations you listen to or say, if you don't feel them, they won't work. Affirmations might not always work directly. That's why everyone says repeat them for the next 30 days, repeat them for the next 20 days, or whatsoever. Because the more often you say it, the easier it becomes to feel them. As long as they're aligned with what you actually want, of course. So when is the best time? It's said that right after waking up or right before going to sleep. That has to do with your brain waves, which are in a much deeper state right after waking up and before sleep. But honestly, just do it whenever you find the time. I prefer doing it during the day when I'm on a walk. So just trust your own intuition when it works best for you. But what if your mind tells you, I can't change? Then say, I thought I couldn't until now, but I'm getting better at this. Remember, your beliefs are not the truth. They're just forming your reality right now, but that does not mean they are true. So you have always the freedom to change them. It takes time and it takes consistency for sure, but it is totally possible. Okay, so let's sum it up. First, affirmations don't work if they are too far from your reality. Therefore, make them believable by making them realistic, connecting to your future self, and by reframing your past. Connect them to your habits, and remember, the most important thing is to actually feel them. This is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for your trust, and make sure to subscribe to this new channel if you enjoyed this video. If you're struggling to find your purpose, also make sure to check out my last video, which is linked here. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye bye.